Throughout our educational career, we have been taught to always be fair and follow the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. However, we've also learned this isn't the case in the social domain. There are many instances where those who are considered less, typically minorities, get stuck with the bad end of the stick. This can be seen in the mistreatment of Mexican culture, where they focus more keenly on celebrating traditions that are meant for the people who are a part of that culture. In Mexican culture, a small section of Puebla people gained victory from the intervention of French forces. This battle is a marker of freedom from the French, but isn't exactly celebrated in the Mexican community. Rather, it is simply acknowledged. However, this isn't the case in America. Cinco de Mayo is used as a way for consumerism to take place, where industries capitalize off the market of lime margaritas, colorful ponchos, and maracas, and forget the historical background of it, reducing its significance to simply dress up and get drunk with coworkers. Many even go as far as to confuse this day with Mexico's independence, when that is actually September 16th. Another example of the mistreatment of Hispanic culture is the simple fact that for the same job, they get paid much less than their non-immigrant counterparts. As of 2013, for every dollar a white man makes, a Hispanic man will make 67 cents. This gap gets much more obvious with women. For every 78 cents a white woman makes, a Hispanic woman will make 54 cents. Many are told that knowing more than one language increases their chances of higher pay. But if this is true, why do our Hispanic counterparts get paid much less?
Many famous minorities, such as Ralph Ellison, have witnessed the mistreatment of other minority groups and have spoken out against this injustice. Ralph Ellison writes in his book, Invisible Man, about the mistreatment of the main character, I Am, and how society's lack of acknowledgement hinders his existence, so his growth is strained, and he feels as if trying to stick out is pointless because no one will bother to see him as anything more than human. This lack of acknowledgement can force people to fold in within themselves, causing a lack of confidence, and much like I Am, force themselves to shun their own identity in order to ride society's waves untouched. In many first-generation Hispanic families, parents erase their customs to better help their child grow accustomed to the American way of life. This huge sacrifice is a double-edged sword, not because children have their chance of being accepted by their American counterparts, but rather it limits a child's ability to fully relate to their parents. Since both are part of a different culture, this causes a limitation of individuality, because people of their own culture believe that they are too American to be part of their culture. They assume that they are sellouts to the Mexican culture. Ellison mentions this sort of problem when I Am becomes part of the Brotherhood. With this, he meets Raz, who believed that being part of the Brotherhood made I Am less black. This raises I Am's suspicion as to what it means to be black. He left because he didn't want to follow more stereotypes. What does it truly mean to be part of a culture? Should fitting into all of the culture stereotypes really be the determining factor to be part of that culture?
A well-known Hispanic advocate is Victor Rivas River. He is a victim of family abuse, a former gang member who went through multiple foster homes and later became a veteran film star, a best-selling author, and a well-known advocate for violence prevention. He combats stereotypes by sharing his strategies for challenging them. He is one of the few male voices speaking against domestic violence and seeks to raise awareness and activism of related forms of abuse, along with ways that individuals and communities can do more to end violence. He is very influential because he raises awareness about domestic violence, and he shows that despite his troubled past, he is able to help others and himself.
With this being said, as Mexican people, we shouldn't stick to the victim card and instead take action to demolish discrimination. This can be easily done in our classes. For one, schools should administer more Hispanic teachers that don't just teach Spanish. Having Hispanic teachers shows positive relationships with the community, which can help build a person's confidence in their most crucial years of growing. Not only that, we should also have more classes that teach about the Hispanic culture, especially since we live in Texas. Knowing our history helps people understand where our systematic oppression came from, and help people to see the progress we've made and encourage us to make more. Just by taking these simple steps, people from our generation and generations to come will understand exactly where our potential lies and have more people like Victor Rivas River break the discrimination of Mexican people. Thank you.